What's up guys, James here again, and this is part 2 of the extreme tutorial. It's very extreme. Actually, this part 2 is slightly more extreme than the other. Someone asked me if I could make a cart cooler. So that is what this is here. Well, that's what the majority of this is here actually. And I thought I'd just go ahead and show you how to do this. Now if this looks quite daunting to you, it's probably because you don't know what the color coding is. It is all color coded, so it's quite simple. I'll just go ahead and show you what that is now. So the white blocks are the previously placed blocks from the previous tutorial. That's the selector and the track switching bit. Purple is newly placed building blocks, so they don't really have anything to do with the redstone, they just build. And the green is the gate open. That's this bit down the bottom. I'll show what that does. That leads into the RS NOR latch. So these are the blocks that indicate that it's something to do with this. This is the reset line block, which resets the RS NOR latch, so all them three are sort of connected. This is for the cart call, so it automatically calls the cart for you. And this orange is for the downwards double piston extender. So now I'm just going to go and show you briefly what it is, and then I'll do a breakdown of all the different parts. Okay then, I just need to whip out some purple wool and a pickaxe just to get rid of this so I can show you. Waha. And that. And yeah, so you choose your destination. I've chosen one. This slides down like so, and as soon as you walk in, you can see it happening over there. Ceiling raises up and your cart comes down, then head off and it will take you to your selected track. I'll show you what all the different little bits now do. So this first line here, this is the reset line, so this is what sets off the track selector, so it changes. If you can see, every time I hit this button that lights up, signals it's been changed. So this just goes down here, all the way down under all of this stuff, and it goes into this RS NOR latch. And then the output from this is inverted, goes into these pistons and pulls them down, which then means that once you press this button, the doors are down and you can then go into your departure bit. Another thing that's also on here is that I changed this top bit a little bit. Instead of just having redstone there, I've got repeaters going to a block, inverts the signal up here, and that just goes across to these two torches over here, just for mainly aesthetic. You don't need that at all. And then when you walk in, you can see you've got some pressure pads, and they're on red, which is a reset line. So that just goes down here and repeats into this block, which resets the RS NOR latch, forcing the pistons up behind you and locking you in. Now if you've ever seen any of my other designs, this is what I always use. And also from that, it branches off to the cart cooler line. Now this just goes to this dispenser design over here, if I can get through to it. You basically just have minecarts. I'll just drop a few in now to demonstrate it. Oh god. Get back up there. There you go. So you can just slap in some minecarts, they go down there. Whenever that's called, this piston just extends, which pushes it onto this track, pushes up this massive spiral, which goes along here, and this is the cart call line again, as indicated, and these two pressure pads activate the double piston extender. The reason I have two is because they're slightly spaced apart, and it just sort of acts as a pulse lengthener, so the double piston extender stays open for longer. And this cart caller line is just inverted signal, so the block is always down, so it sort of sits flush with the ceiling normally. You couldn't tell anything's there. When it's activated, it pulls these 2 blocks up, and your cart comes through and just falls down onto this dead track, and then obviously to go away you just flick that button again. So I'm just gonna go and reset the track over here, and I'll show you what it looks like from behind. So you want to select your destination like so. As you saw, that came down, and that was that line. I'll show you again actually. I'll do the same thing. If I just hit this, oh, that lights up, which obviously activates the AWESOME latch, and the AWESOME latch pulls these pistons down. You can see these torches are on. I wonder if they flash. No, they don't. And then all you do, or all you've got anyway, is when you step in, obviously this resets here, so I'll step in from this side and we can watch it all happen. So that reset that output's now off. That called that cart. I'll just stand on it again actually. See, will that work? Yeah, I'll call another cart, so you can see that's activated that, pulled that up and pushed it down. It's kind of hard to show because it happens so fast. But yeah, I will now go into breakdown of all the separate bits and how you put them together. Okay then, part 1 is going to be placing the purple blocks, or most of them, and the green blocks. And as you can see on the colour code, purple is the newly placed building blocks and green the gate open blocks. So all I've done over here is just do a replica of what we made the other day, and that's this over here. I think this back bit might be slightly different, but that just needs to look like this. And obviously you can change timings as much as you like. Okay, so purple. What we're going to do is we're going to add a 2 block gap, and then these 2 blocks, just like this, and then you can add in the floor as well, of course. This sounds a bit loud. Does it sound loud? Or is that just me? Just me. So you want it to look like this. We will be getting rid of and replacing them blocks in a second, but I will show you why. And this top bit here looks like this at the moment, but we're going to change this. So what we're going to do is slap in these here, and we are going to put in 2 blocks there, so it does exactly the same thing but just slightly differently. And then we're going to place torches on top of those 2 blocks, blocks on top of those 2 blocks. Oh, got text. And then all we're going to do, put some redstone on top of those blocks. Now we're just going to make sort of a roof bit here. So I've got a floor comes across here, and this needs to be 4 wide. I think it is 4 wide. Yep, 4 wide. Along here. That's 3 wide. I cannot count. Sorry. We're going to have it 4 wide, and then we're going to have a wall along here and along here, and this is only going to be 2 wide, so the ceiling will be across here. Now if you're wondering why we just added in these blocks here, it's because we're going to do this, and this is, like I said, just for aesthetics. Just going to put these torches up here, and this will just let you know whether your station has been chosen. Obviously you can see that, but it just looks a bit better. So if they're off, then that will be, this gate will come down, but we'll get to that later. That's most of the purple, what we need for now. The rest of it we will build in later. But this bit, okay, so this is this line here which activates every time. So all you need to do is build down like this. So you got a little staircase. You have to come 2 blocks out, which will take you straight to the floor, because we need to repeat here and then carry the current down here. Now I actually dug this out into the floor, which I think worked better, but you know, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So all you gotta do is you bring this across here and across there, and then we'll link it up with the arsenal latch, which is in part 2. Okay then, this is part 2. I forgot to mention, when you bring this line over here, you need to put in a repeater, and I forgot to say that the line needs to stop underneath this reset line, but you know, oh well. So now we're just going to make a little arsenal latch here. So in case you don't know how, this is how you make one. You're going to place down a block. I'm using the Cyan wool here for the arsenal latch, like it says on the color code. I'm going to put that there, but we don't want these to join up because that will mess everything up. So just place your building material over that and you will be good. Now attach a torch onto here. Then you want to add a repeater like so, and then you want to get your wool, your redstone, some more of your wool, and there's sort of, you can just attach it on the side of the hitbox, and then you're going to get a torch and you're going to put that on there. So you should have built that. That needs to be on 1 delay as well. It can be on anything, but 1 is best, so we shall keep it on 1. And now all we need to do is we need to bring this across to here. Now like I said, we're going to have to destroy those, and we're also going to have to get ourselves some sticky pistons. So this will be the draw down. So I'm just going to draw down, pull down, don't know why I said draw, and we're just going to have to attach this wall to there, and then we're going to put these 2 blocks there. So you're going to have so it looks like this. Hold on, I'll just go back down. So you're going to need your 2 pistons, 1 block below the level of the floor. Beneath that you're going to have 2 of these wool, and how are we going to connect this up? Going to connect this up here, and then all you got to do is just, I'm replacing this whole thing so it just looks nice. You don't have to with the wool. Oh god damn it, this is so annoying. And we're just going to repeat into this block and get some redstone wire running over here, and then we're just going to place 2 torches here. Oh, fly up, and then we're going to replace it with our wool. Wonderful. So that is part 2. That will pull down. So now when you activate this, activates the arsenal latch and pull that down. I slept through the night, so don't worry about it getting dark. I'm just going to get straight on with it. So as you can see, I've got my red wool ready for the reset, which is going to reset this arsenal latch here. So all we're going to do is place 2 red wool below and on top of these cyan blocks and below the pistons. This is what I meant. And then we're going to build off the one that's on the left, build that across, and then we're going to drop it down here, so right next to the torch. And then on the red wall block next to the torch we're going to place a repeater set on default delay, and then we're going to go across and place redstone across here, and that is that bit done. That is the reset. So now when we go up there we can walk through, blah blah blah. Wonderful. Now we're going to go for the cool cart, and this is also the dispenser design that we're going to be using as well. So the cool cart is yellow, and all I'm going to do is make a little bridge down, so 1 block next to that, and down, and then we're going to place redstone on top of here, and then I've just also built this across so it's level with the end of the arsenal latch, and at the end of the arsenal latch on the yellow wall we're going to do an redstone repeater facing this way, and then all we're going to do is we're going to get a piston, just a normal one, not sticky. Just slap that down there, get our building material, put that down 2 blocks ahead and 1 block behind, right there, and then we're going to build up with glass. So we don't want there, we want it there, there, and there, and then we're just going to build this up. Now this is a type of Pez dispenser, and I'll show you how it works. So you're going to have your minecart will come along here. If you just hold on a second, let me get to my track. Won't need that anymore. So we're just going to go across there, and we're going to place down some stuff there too. Place a torch on top of here to power that, and then we're just going to grab ourselves a minecart and hop back up here. So your empty minecarts from your arrivals bay, or when you're loading up yourself, will come along here and they will drop down. Obviously there's a limit to how many you can put in here, which is a bit of a drawback with this design, but oh well. All designs have their drawbacks, I guess. And all this is going to do now is, I'll just demonstrate, is that's going to push out one cart which will go off into this line, and then all the rest will fall down. So that is pretty cool. So let me just replace this. This is the basis for the cart cooler, and this is also the end of this step. And now I'm going to go on to the next step. Okay, I'm just going to start off this next step by saying that I apologise if you've built this, but you're going to have to extend this out one more than it previously was. Previously it was just redstone and then a repeater, but you're going to have to put 2 redstone wire and then a repeater and then build it, because otherwise it interferes with this glass here. But now if you just extend it by 1, you can quite easily just hide that and build it all up like so, which is wonderful. Okay, so now we get onto this bit, and this bit is I'm going to say one of the more tricky bits of the build, I'd say, mainly because I can never remember how to do it. So like I'm doing now, we walk in, see where the piston door things are, and then count where you're standing. So 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd block, and 1 block in as well. You're going to put 2 up, and then next to that you're going to dig out this block in the ceiling like so. And now we're going to build up, I think it's 5 blocks. Let's work this out. I think that's 1 too many. 1 too many. I should really be using orange for this as well. Oh, that's a bright colour. Put that on there. Yeah, that's right. Okay then, I find this bit the trickiest, because I find it hard to remember exactly how you're meant to do this, but I'll do my best. If not, you can just check out the tutorial, which I will link to. It's by Caden Donuts. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm not. So I apologise. Ooh, white wall. So I apologise for not saying that right, but I'll try and do it my best of my ability. Yeah, I'm also terrible at explaining how to do this because I find it hard to remember. So I'll hope that this works, and if it does, then you can just pause the video while I was doing that and see what happens. So nope, yep, done something wrong. Okay, I'm going to pause this here and I'll come back to you once I've done it. Well, that was extremely simple. All it was is I'd put that to 4, instead of 3. And now it works. Yay. So all we've got to do now is we've got to build up this bit here. We're going to do a twirly whirly upward spiral that's going to lead the minecart along here, and so we're going to lay down some track and it'll go into there, and we just need to block that off like that. Okay, so now the spiral, all you've got to do for this is you've got to remember 2 and up. So you build 2 blocks across, or 3 really, place 1 on top, remove that, and now you build 2 more blocks, 1 up, and then delete it. And you're just going to keep repeating that until you've got quite high up. In case you haven't realised what this bit is for yet, this is for the where the minecart is going to go. So there we go. That's that done. That twirls round. I'll fill in the cart tracks later. I'll show you how to do that. But for now, I'm going to focus on the wiring. So now we're going to go to the cool cart wiring again, and we're going to place down 1 block here and 1 block here, so leaving a gap on this corner, and then we're going to go, we can get rid of that block there, and all we want is we want to place a block there with a repeater on it, because that is the input block. So if any power is put into there, then that toggles the whole circuit and lowers that block down. So we've got this bit here. We're just going to place repeaters on there, 1 redstone torch, and then we're just going to put some wool on top of that, and then we're just going to take this over here, put dust across there, and that is it. That's all we need to do for that. So that just sits flush with the ceiling now, and now we'll just go ahead and fill in the tracks like so. Haha, sneaky cut there. Okay, so all you want to do is you want to place your power rail in the sort of the middle blocks, and then all the way up around here, not including that block next to the repeater, and then all the way up here. Ta-da! How wonderful. We want to place 1 torch here, and then we're going to place, I think this works here, but I'm not entirely sure. It might power the repeaters, does it? Nope. Yep, you want to do that there. And then on these corners, you're just going to put in your normal rail. Wonderful, just like that. And then we're going to place in our detector rails here. Oh, missed out the corner. And that's that. There's everything. Now we've just got to power these, which is super easy as well. What we're going to do is under the corner blocks where we deleted that block, we're just gonna place a torch like so, and now that's all powered, and that's everything. That is your complete mine station. As you can see, the colour coding looks wonderful, and now that you understand it all, it's even better. So let's just go ahead and test this out. So if I want to go to the second one, that sounds, this retracts. This is what I missed. You need to put down pressure plates. You can use wooden ones if you want. I'm just using stone. I'm going to walk in here, and we're going to place down this, and now your cart falls down to there. So now all we've got to do is just link this up. The reason I'm putting this down here as well is because you're going to have to send yourself off. You can add in something so it makes you depart automatically, but I'm rather do it like this. So if you press this button, it will send you off. Get rid of this minecart for now. But we don't want it to power the whole thing, so I'm just put one normal track there. And then all we've got to do is we've got to link up this track here, and we're just going to bring this round so we can hide this. You know, we'll have the wall up here, so it needs to be like that, and then we're just going to bring this here, and now it needs to drop, I think, 1 block, and then carry on around the corner, and then we're just going to fill this in like normal. We'll power it on the corners. Okay, so now I'm just going to put in that there, normal rail in the corner. Again, I'm going to put that there, and normal rail in the corner, and that's everything. And now all that's left really is that if you want to cover all this up, you just got to build a wall up around there with air top on it. So yeah, let's test this again. What? Chosen, torch is off, block's gone down. Obviously you can actually replace the wall with any building block that you want, and then off we go to our destination in the sunset. Ah, how beautiful. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you again soon.